Never operate this machine while sleeping. I don't know, Harbor Freight. I don't know. Oh, that smells horrible. It's like week old fish. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the most famous YouTuber in the world that no one has ever heard of. Alright, welcome back everybody. We are doing a review on another Harbor Freight purchase. We're going to see if this is any good or if it's like the not one, but two battery chargers slash rejuvenators that didn't do what they advertised. If you'd like to see those videos, there'll be a link in the description. If I can figure out how to put it on the screen, I'll put it somewhere. I don't know, probably not. So I bought the big one. I don't know what it is. It's ultrasonic parts washer. Ultrasonic 6-liter parts cleaner. Comes with instructions. They had two. This is the Mega Super Deluxe ginormous one. There it is. We got a lid. Handy thing to have. We got a basket. I bought this a month ago. And I can't tell you how relieved I am to find out there's actually one in the box, because that would be a difficult conversation with the clerk if it wasn't. Okay, we got a power cord. It's one of those tied. Jeez. Okay. Power cord plugs in the back. Zoom. Like that. Okay, now the lights say 15 and the temp is 40. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at the instructions here. What? To correct interference, reorientate or relocate the receiving antenna. Call a TV technician to help. Okay, that's very helpful. Okay, little stats here. It says it is a 120 volt, 120 watt. 120 volt, 60 hertz, 400 watt. 120 watt ultrasonic, 270 watt. That's 390. Never operate this machine while sleeping. Do not fill more than 2/3 full. Alright, that's good advice. Place objects in basket. Keep arms and legs inside the ride at all times. Every press of the temp button adjusts the target temperature in increments up to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. That does not look like Fahrenheit to me. That looks like communist numbers to me. I do not see a way to change this to Fahrenheit. Moving on. Let's find something to clean. Ball valve. Oh, I didn't show you the ball valve. It's got the ball valve on the side so you can drain it. Let's take a look right there. Ball valve is very, very sticky. Okay, that's how you drain it. Right. Since this is supposed to be for jewelry, and I don't want to experiment on what little jewelry I have. Let's see if we can find a couple coins the same level of skankiness. No, that's way too clean. I'm thinking these two, probably the same on the filthiness meter. Maybe that one too. What do you think? Are these all about the same level of dirty? Set those two aside. Whoops. That's for the bedroom. Alright, thinking that one. And that one. Alright, there's 4. That's the end of that. Oh. I should probably try a nickel too. Why not? A buffalo nickel. We have 4 pennies that I'm going to say are roughly on the same level as skankiness. And if that's a bad word for YouTube, I'll change it. On the filthometer, I'm looking, these 3 are about the same. That one is a little cleaner. And we got the buffalo nickel, and we've got the filthy quarter. So I didn't buy any sauce to go in this thing. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm thinking maybe baking soda. I'm going to try 3 things. That's my point here. I'm going to see how they turn out. So we're going to have 1 control penny, and I think it's going to be this one. Let me make a chart. Let's make a chart. 1, 2. Okay, so we got 1 penny here. 2, 3. There's 4. All right, this one's going to be control. Okay, so we're going to stick that penny there. He's going to stay there. And then these 3 pennies are going to be 3 different baths. So I'm thinking maybe baking soda, because I really thought this through, as you can tell here. I'm going to try and find Coca-Cola, and then we're going to do vinegar. We're going to run this machine as hot as it goes, which apparently is 80. Yep. 70, 80. Okay. And we're just going to throw these in. Throw them in the baking soda first and see what happens. So we're going to go with those 2. This will be our baking soda run. Okay, so I get the baking soda. And I got 1 tumbler of water. As long as it covers the coins, it should be good. Oh, that barely covers. I'm going to go with 2 tumblers. Okay, 2 tumblers. Let's there we go. Now we're covering the coins. Let's get the, since I did 2 tumblers, let's do 2. It's not quite 1, is it? Alright, there's 1. What is going on here? That's better. Alright, so we got pretty much 2 teaspoons. I can't get any closer to the table with this. So let's see what happens when I push cleaner switch. Oh, heating switch. Okay. The little red light turned on down there. Now we're heating. I don't see anything changing. What happens when we hit cleaner switch? Cleaner, yeah, cleaner switch. I saw so much. Oh, wait a minute, before I do that, look at that. Right there is the heating element. Can you see it bubbling up? Hopefully you can see it bubbling up. Okay, I'm going to hit the cleaner switch. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Apparently Oh my god, that smells. Oh, that smells horrible. It's like week old fish. Apparently the transducer is right there. It's weird because from this angle it looks like a hole, doesn't it? Oh, the smell. Okay, the lid vibrates. Smell-o-vision needs to be invented so I can share this foul thing with you. Oh, that's horrible. It can't be the baking. Baking soda doesn't smell. Baking soda takes smells away. Oh god, it's bad. Okay, so on the unit itself, it says we got 14 minutes left. I am going to put the cover on because the high-pitched squeal is tearing my eardrums up, and that smell is just wow. Okay, we're gonna let that cook, and then we'll come back and see what happened. Okay, so this just turns off. It doesn't beep, it doesn't ding, it doesn't do anything, and it's hot. The lid's hot. Hold on. Burning my phalanges. Alright, I'm going to put this in the sink because it's dripping. First view, I'm going to turn the heater off because apparently that stays running unless you turn it off. The baking soda is all gone. The coins, we're going to fish them out in a second. Then we'll drain it, we'll reset it, and we'll move on to the Coca-Cola one. Alright, so we get the penny out. I'm going to set that aside, build a little suspense. Take a look at the quarter. It's just as dirty as it was when it went in. The Buffalo nickel is just as dirty as it was when it went in. So I'm going to leave them in there. And we're going to move on to the next fluid. Alright, I didn't like the lighting, so here's our second penny. Basket. In the soup. Oh, what the hell was? I don't know about the. This is the only can of Coke I could find in the house. So, all right, here we go. Turn the heater on. Temp that up to 80 because I unplugged it. To be fair, we're going to do the same thing, so I'm going to turn this on as soon as I see bubbles, which I see bubbles. Okie dokie. Oh, the smell's back. Oh, it's got to be the machine. Is it the? It's got to be the vibrating part. Man, it stinks. I don't like that the heat stays on, but whatever. Okay, the other thing that I've noticed is this itty bitty tiny handle. You will burn yourself with that. Absolutely burn yourself with that. So much for the itty bitty grip I got on there. Ridiculously small. So let's pull the see if we can get the basket out. Let that cool down for a minute, and then I'll put that penny with the other ones, and we will move on to the next solution. Okay, moving on to penny number 4. Some water. I'm a little disillusioned at this point, so I'm not even going to measure it. Some vinegar. In case you're wondering, that's how much I used. Right to there. Oh, wait a minute. Timer says 0. There we go. And we will come back in 15 minutes. I'm thinking this might have done something. Well, look, we'll compare them all on paper. Let me get that out. Let me get this machine cleaned up. And then we'll go compare. Now, here's our, put them all right side up. Here's our control penny. Remember, they were all the same when we first put them in. Now the baking soda penny, I'm not sure if this is showing up or not. I'm going to try and tilt it for you. The date is clean. The word over here, the Liberty, is clean. The back side, not so much. There's a little bit of the rim that is also clean. The Coca-Cola one, it looks like, I can see copper on this one. On this one I can see a little bit of the edge. Looks like it might have been clean, but it's not. And a little bit of the, if the light hits it just right, a little bit of the background in here and in here is slightly cleaner. There's a difference on those two. The biggest difference is this one here, as you can see. The vinegar apparently has eaten away. It's got a really dull matte finish to it. So it must have eaten away a little bit of the copper. And this is in 1963. I couldn't have told you what it was when it was dirty, but yeah. So there's your 3 different solutions. Overall, I think the machine is doing what it's supposed to do. I just need to find the right solution to soak these in. Somebody said dish soap and somebody else said laundry soap. So I think I'm going to redo these two. And we're going to go dish soap. And we're going to go laundry. The baking soda, I think the baking soda would work eventually. But just that little bit, comparatively speaking, the Coke didn't do anything, so that's a fail. The baking soda, I think if I maybe put more baking soda in, it would have done a better job. But let's try dish soap and laundry soap and see how those come out. What do you think? Is this an epic mistake or what? There. Lid. There's our heat. There's our 15 minutes. And go. Alright, my conclusion here. Okay, so we have our control. We have our baking soda, then dish soap. I do see it's pretty much the same as it was for the baking soda. Size. Okay. And we have our Coca-Cola, then laundry soap, which is still as dirty as it was before. I mean, you get a little bit on the background compared to that one, but not very good results. We've got the vinegar, which I think, I mean, it definitely did the best out of all of it, but I think it ate the copper. Not what you want to use for collector coins, restorations, whatever. Then we have the buffalo nickel, which has been through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cycles. And it is slightly cleaner than it was, but not good. The quarter had a little bit of green on the back, I believe. Yep, you can still see hints of it. That's also been through all 5 cycles. Yeah, I think we're going to have to move on to a little harsher set of chemicals. And we will do that when we get back into the garage. So, in conclusion, my opinion on this particular Harbor Freight piece of equipment is, yes, it works. It did heat up, it did agitate ultrasonically. Sturdy, durable stainless steel. The heating function did stay on even after the 15 minutes was up. Yeah, I guess we're going to keep using it. So unlike the battery chargers, this one actually does what it says it'll do. If you'd like to see more of these videos, drop a comment down the bottom, hit the like button, yeah, hit the super thanks button if you really enjoyed it, and keep watching, because as long as there's views, as long as there's likes and comments and people keep watching, I'll keep making them. Until then, thanks for watching.